Next time I'll be more careful. Okay, then let's move on to what do you know about your neighbors? How well do you know them? So first couple of minutes, I would like to give you guys for pair conversation where you guys will talk about what do you know about your neighbors? Okay. How well do you know them? First question, take a look. They are called this. He's an engineer. He's a doctor. I know nothing about my neighbors. All I know is there is a pretty girl in my neighborhood. That's it. Whatever, And first gave a smile. Yeah. Okay. He's keeping an eye on his neighbors. Yeah. All right. So go ahead, guys. I'm opening the rooms for you. And just a couple of minutes. Talk to each other about your neighbors. I'm opening the rooms for you guys. Go ahead. Talk about your neighbors. Violence, very bad. No violence in the class. Oh, exchange your seats. You two. You come here. You go there. Atul beta. With Inaya. Inaya. Yeah. Inaya and Sparsh can talk. Atul and Ayat can talk. Yeah. You three together. Okay. Who is your favorite partner? No, just let me know. I'm Brahma. I can do everything. Just tell me. Who is your favorite partner? Don't say Salman Khan. That's it. Okay, then who between these two? Huh? Neither is my favorite. They are neighbors already. They are neighbors. I have an idea. Iksha, you swap your seat with hers, But Satya, you come here. भाई साहब अभी कहाँ पहुंच गए हम लोग वहां? We are just discussing question number 1. No, don't run ahead of me. You are very likely to have an accident. Okay, this is a different kind of class. Keep talking about number 1. Look at the questions. Exercise 1. How well do you know your neighbors? What do you know about them? Say something. Talk. You should be willing to talk. That's all. Satya, sorry to bother you. Okay. Go and join Rishabh. Sorry. Go and join Rishabh. Yeah, Rishabh. Yeah, 2 Rishabhs are talking. Yeah. Yeah, join them. Yeah. Okay. Shams, don't be on mute, Shams. Participate in the conversation, beta. Keep making some contribution, Shams. Hello, Manisha.
Yes, sir.
Why are you not here?
Sir, after means coming back from a school, my leg. I have
Hmm.
leg pain.
I understand. You came late today.
Yes, sometime I came 4 o'clock.
Came or come?
मतलब sorry, come.
Why do you make mistakes of this kind even today?
Sir, in front of you, I made means I make so many mistakes, and without you, I speak. I think well.
Don't allow me to, make you feel
Yeah,
this way, please.
I've
Try and
been
feel
my
like
student, and somewhere I am not very means good, but means not very bad. Like in front of you.
happens. I don't intend to intimidate you at all, but I guess you get intimidated somehow. Shams, you didn't participate in the conversation. Why is that?
I do, sir.
You did. Oh, it was Adib. It was Adib who did not participate, I think. No, no, no. It was you who was not practicing. You were on mute, Shams. And why
Yeah,
are you off camera? Don't be off camera. Yeah. Why are you not here in the class?
I have a little bit of headache.
Hello. Hello. Yes. हाँ जी. अगर आप जियो से बात कर रहे हैं तो आप मेरे से सुन जाएंगे. प्लीज कट कर. If you're speaking from Geo, then you are going to feel really bad about it. You wouldn't enjoy this conversation, I promise. So please disconnect right now.
I would enjoy it.
Uh, you know, they keep bothering me. They keep bothering me. In one day, I'm getting 3, 4 calls. Recharge your phone, recharge your phone. And when I said to one of the callers, I don't have money, you know what she said? Grab a bowl and sit on the road. Can you believe her audacity? She was talking to one of the consumers. But I have the number saved and I'm going to definitely, not only complain, I'm going to make her feel something or what she said. Let's see what I do. She will regret saying that. I'll tell you. Okay, everybody. Thank you for your conversation. Get back. Hmm.
So was it
You
literally
don't have to
from
keep the
you?
chair there. Keep the chair there. Acha, it's okay. Sorry, Shubhankar.
I was saying that was it literally from Geo?
It was, yes, it was a call from Geo. They call their customers, consumers so many times, I have not recharged my phone for like 10 days. 10 days ago, the validity got expired. I have received so many calls in last 10 days. It's so annoying. I
Yeah,
might,
every 2 calls, I think. Every day you get 2 calls.
yeah, I might get teletransported to Airtel or something. Okay. Two, there is a saying in English. Saying, saying. There is a saying in English. What is a saying? Yeah, very good. A saying is a statement full of wisdom, full of wisdom. People have over the years, over time, they have realized some truth, some wisdom, and they have said it in an amusing way, in a funny way, in an interesting way. So that is called a saying. There are lots of sayings in Hindi, in English. Okay. Thotha chana baje ghana. Do you know this? No? I said a Hindi saying and you don't know it. Thotha chana baje ghana. Let me ask Renuji. Renuji, are you here, Renuji?
Yeah, sir, but I don't understand that meaning, sir, this sentence. Sorry, sir.
Thotha chana baje ghana. You are from a Hindi speaking place, so I thought
Yes,
everybody is
sir. I
here.
have heard so many times when I was in class, school, but I don't understand that meaning, sir.
Sir, I
Chana
know
doesn't make. Yes, yes, go ahead.
जिसके लाठी उसका भैंस जिसके
Oh,
भैंस
jiski
उसका
lathi
लाठी
uska bhas.
also.
This is also saying, yeah, of course. Thota chana baje khana. Basically, chana doesn't make a noise, doesn't sound. Yeah, that is a muhavra. That's a muhavra. There is a difference.
Yes, sir.
Muhavra and sayings are different things. Idioms and sayings are different things. Okay? Understand the difference. Yes. Sayings are full of wisdom. Yes. People have learned something over the years, okay, over time, and they have expressed in a funny, amusing way. That is called a saying. Idioms are coded way of saying something. Like the words don't have literal meaning there. When you say no the gyara hona,
Mm.
what does huh? Again, this is a saying, not an idiom. Hathi chale beach bazaar, kutta bhuke 1,000. It doesn't really, yeah, these are sayings. So there are a lot of sayings in English too. Of course, everywhere people have observed things, and express their wisdom in a funny, amusing way. Saying. So I will come back to that Tota chana, chana baje khana, and it was easy for you to understand. Uh, the chana, which is good quality, doesn't make a sound. But the chana, which is bad actually, if you shake it, some sound will come. So people who say big things about themselves are actually very bad. Chotha chana, baje, hai na? So
It's
those
it,
people who boast of themselves highly, sometimes they can be really, really bad.
it's similar to Adkal Gagri Chalkat Jai. I
Ajal
just
Gagri Chalkat Jai. There is another. Yeah, absolutely. Ajal Gagri Chalkat Jai. Yeah. You might have heard that. Ajal Gagri Chalkat Jai.
Yes.
Man changa to kathauti mein Ganga. This is also saying. Now let's try and say, say sayings in English. Any sayings in English? Well, some of them are recent. Shakespeare said them. Uh, all that glitters is not gold. All that glitters is not gold. Morning
Every moon
casts the
has
day.
silver lining.
You.
Every
Every moon has a silver line or something like.
okay, that is every cloud has a silver lining. Every cloud has a silver lining. Okay. Mm.
Born with the silver spoon, sir.
Come again, Tani.
Born with the silver spoon.
It is an idiom. It is an idiom, Tani. It is not a saying. It is an idiom.
Fuel
Huh?
as flame. Add fuel as flame. आग में घी भड़काना.
Who's speaking? Tani is speaking.
Yeah.
Tani, repeat.
Add fuel in the flame.
Add fuel to the fire. Add fuel to the fire. These are idioms. These are idioms.
Idiom.
Okay. Idioms have meanings which are not from the words. However, when you talk about English idioms, many times You can make inference of the meaning from the words. Add fuel to the fire to make a bad situation worse. To make a bad situation more bad, worse. Add fuel to the fire. Exactly. How similar, ना? But हमारे यहाँ घी डाल रहे हैं, वो fuel डाल रहे हैं. हमारे यहाँ घी fuel. We were so rich.
It's
Don't judge a book by its cover.
Action is louder than words.
Action speaks louder than words. Action speaks louder than words. It's a shame that I have here all English medium students, and very few examples are coming. This shows how little exposure you guys have had of the
Honesty is
English
the best
language.
policy.
This who will forget? Honesty is the best
Best
policy.
policy.
Yeah. This was probably the first, saying I learned as a kid. Honesty is the
Practice.
best policy.
Sorry. Practice makes perfect.
Practice makes a man perfect. लेकिन अब लोगों ने man को drop कर दिया. सिर्फ man क्यों perfect होएगा? Woman भी perfect होएगी. Okay? So practice makes perfect. Yeah. Practice makes.
All the glitters are not gold.
I get it. I get it. I get it. Not bad. Practice makes a woman. Okay. Now, the joke can be this way too. Practice makes a man perfect because women are born perfect. Practice makes a man perfect because women are born perfect. They don't need to practice. They are perfect, born perfect. Yeah. This is a real joke. Okay. All right. So this is a saying in English, and in different languages there are different sayings. You can literally translate them, but sometimes those translations don't exist in that language. For example, good fences make good neighbors. क्या ये idiom हिंदी में exist? Sorry, ये saying हिंदी में exist करता है? Because our values have been different. Our culture has been different. We don't believe in this actually. Do you have neighbors who walk into your house without knocking?
No,
And
sir.
sometimes get into the kitchen as well, as far as deep inside as the kitchen. Yeah, there are neighbors who do that. And in India, it's very common. People don't have a sense of privacy invasion. They don't understand that they're invading somebody's privacy, entering their house. In my neighborhood, of course, we had those neighbors. I won't say we still have them, but we had a few. Okay. They would enter without asking anything.
Sir, I have a cousin means who entered the house without knocking or without making a noise,
Without
any
making any
sound.
sounds. Yeah.
Yeah.
Other people's houses or only your house?
Sir, I don't know about others, but he always entered my house without knocking.
Okay. And it's a cousin. You're talking about a cousin,
Yes, Mama's son.
not a neighbor.
No, sir.
So he
He is
might have
my
his own intentions. He wanted to perhaps get some information of what's going on in the family. Some people, are so nosy, curious, they want to know what's happening. And that's why when they come, they'll stand at the door for 30 seconds, 1 minute, just to hear what's going on. They won't knock. They won't knock. And when you see them, they'll say, I've just come. No, they've been there 1 minute, more than 1 minute, trying to listen on to your, yeah, what's any eavesdrop on your personal conversation, stuff like that. Okay, then this is a saying in English. Good fences make good neighbors. What do you think it means? Good fences make good neighbors. Use your imagination.
It means that we should respect each other boundaries, properties, lands to
Yes.
to maintain good relationship with each other.
Is it Aisha speaking?
Yeah, it's me.
Well done, Aisha. Good fences make good neighbors. Fences are boundaries. Fences are. So if your fences
Boundary.
are good, it means again, idiomatically, not literal fences. Okay. If in your mind you understand that this is their life, we should not interfere. Then your relation with your neighbors will be good. वो कौन आया था आज लड़कवा आपकी बेटी के साथ? Don't do that. If it is important information for you, they will share with you. And if they're not talking about it, don't poke your long nose, right? Usually they do it about girls mainly. If your neighbor has a grown-up girl, a lot of people will be interested in what's happening in their house, especially what that girl is doing. Oh my goodness. Or sometimes even, grown-up boys. I used to invite my female friends to my house sometimes because I was a little bit more, I will say, open-minded than other people in my neighborhood. And my parents were cool with that. My female friends, I wouldn't say girlfriends, okay? My female friends, my classmates, some of my college mates, sometimes visited me in groups, not just one girl, sometimes one girl, mostly in groups. And my neighbors would all be like staring at them like they've never seen girls or something. This is a strange thing. Some of them were smart. I would say they were a little bit diplomatic. So they wouldn't really stare or ask any direct questions. So good fences make good neighbors. In one line, you can say respecting each other's privacy will help you have a good relation with each other. If you respect each other's privacy, your relationship with your neighbor will be good. So both of you, both parties should respect each other's privacy. But if this line is given in an exam, good fences make good neighbors, and they ask you to write a paragraph on it for 10 marks, you can't write one or two sentences for 10 marks. You'll have to write maybe 70 words, 100 words, depending on in which class you are, right? So you'll have to elaborate. You have to talk about it in detail. Maybe give an example here and there, okay? So we had a neighbor, he had this bad habit of entering the house without knocking. And sometimes we felt offended about it. We did let him know, but he was just a slave of his habit. He was a slave of his अपनी आदत से मजबूर, right? Slave मतलब मजबूर तो नहीं होता, लेकिन आइडिया कितना सिमिलर है, a slave of his habit, okay? तो ऐसे ही सुनने से फायदा होता है. Is it the first time you heard this expression, a slave of his habit? If you heard it for the first time, was it hard to understand what it meant in the right context? So what is stopping you from learning English? Lack of exposure. If you have 5-6 people like me talking to you in English, using lots of English expressions and all, don't you think all that exposure will make you smarter and better as far as English is concerned? Got it? You'll be able to use a lot more expressions, words and phrases. So of course you can't wish for those people in your school and classes and life. There's no point. What you can do is create that environment for yourself. Listen to as much English as possible every day. Songs in English, stories in English. Enjoy this language, then you'll be good at it. It's not easy to live in a town like Bihar Sharif and be comfortable with English. It's not easy. You have to make sacrifices. Okay. You're talking about the characters you have written about? Okay, listen to me. One big problem. A lot of students here believe, okay, but if they want to learn English, they need to produce English, either through words, out of their mouth, or with a pen. Again, where is the problem? Do you realize? Learning doesn't mean producing English. Learning means Input. Output is not called learning. If you're writing in English, if you're speaking English, this is not called learning. People have such crooked ideas. They're all wrong. They're so wrong about it. Learning is not about output. Learning is about input and analysis of that input. If you analyze that input the right way. But here what happens? Look what Iksha is saying. She has written a conversation with some characters. And her parents would also be very happy about it. Her teachers will give her good, well done. Well, if you have 1 hour to spare on English, you must spend 80% of the time with input and 20% with output. That's it. But what happens? Input is boring for most people here. Reading, listening is no fun. Speaking is fun. Writing is fun. And then taking it to the teacher, check. What check? Don't you know what you sound like? Whether when I say I am happy, do I need to get it checked? Do I need to get it checked? So when you're writing something that you're not sure about, first you need to have more input. You will start to feel more sure whether what you have written is right or wrong. Taking your copy to your teacher every time is not going to help. Is not going to help. Look, again, what I'm saying is going to help you so much if you believe it and follow it. Allow yourself to be exposed to English through reading and through listening, because you have been doing reading all your life. So it is time for you to involve your ears now. So do more listening whenever you can, wherever you can, whatever thing you can listen to. A husband and wife are having a fight in English, you can listen to that and learn a lot of English. A boyfriend and girlfriend are saying goody things, rosy things, lovey-dovey things to each other, and you're listening to that, you can still improve your English. Okay? Two people are abusing each other and insulting each other. You listen to that conversation, you can still learn English. It doesn't have to be an academic thing. It doesn't have to be about atoms. It doesn't have to be about grammar. It doesn't have to be about anything related to studies. You can still learn. Iksha, I said, whatever you have written is not going to make you better. Before you wrote that text and after you wrote that text, your English understanding remains the same. Do you hear me? Before you wrote that text, Iksha, and after you wrote that text, okay, there is no change in you. Producing English matters when you have been constantly giving yourself input. I have an analogy for you. I give you a bucket of water and I ask you to churn. I ask you to churn. And I say, get some butter out of it. You will laugh at me. What nonsense. There is no milk in it. How will I get butter? Okay. Then I add 2 spoonfuls of milk to that bucket of water. And I say, now churn. So that input is that milk. Analysis is churning. Analysis, thinking about it is churning. And then butter comes out. You're speaking. You produce English. If you agree with what I said, because it makes common sense, it just appeals to your common sense. Yes, this is how we can learn. You are not listening to any English in the entire day, 24 hours. You're not listening to any English, but you're trying to write a lot, speak a lot. It means your input is constant, limited, right? And then you're trying to churn. How will you get more butter? You should be satisfied with the butter you're getting right now. That's it. So if you want better speaking, better writing, please work on your input. What am I offering you here in this course? I am just offering you a lot of input every day. 90 minutes of listening every day you guys are getting here. If you got this at school at an early stage, like when you were kids, things would have been so different for you today. You would be feeling a lot more comfortable speaking English. When you speak English, so many things go wrong and you know a lot of things, but you're not able to say them. You know why? Because you have learned them consciously. not subconsciously. Your teacher taught everything on the board. This tense, this grammar, that grammar, everything became conscious. Conscious learning does not really do much with your, speaking. Subconscious learning helps. Conscious learning, actually, if you go through this man's, I told you about Stephen Krashen's theory of I+1, he talks about filters, or I'm forgetting the term he uses there. Actually, conscious learning creates a problem sometimes. It slows you down because you start thinking about what you have taught, what you have learned, what you have been taught. You start thinking about it. And as a result, you slow down. I must have told you some time ago that one thing I taught and I said it is not going to help you. If anything, it is only going to make you more confused. Remember one day I said that? I taught something and you guys were, wow, kitna अच्छा चीज सीख गए. मैंने कहा ऐसा feel हो रहा ना? You said, yeah. I said, but it is only going to make you more confused when you're speaking because you'll have to think about this or that. तो अगर ये situation से बाहर आना है, then please give yourself more and more input. Okay, so good fences make good neighbors. Do you agree? Or do you believe that, come on, we are neighbors. We don't need to do any formalities. We can enter each other's house anytime. I could be in the bathroom and he could come and knock at the bathroom. Hey, do you think that will be good? No, certainly not. No, with one or two neighbors, maybe you can have that kind of rapport, chemistry, but not with all your neighbors. Again, depends on your personality. I'd be cool. I'd be okay, maybe. Okay, I don't like formality, a lot of formality. But again, with those people only with whom I have some sort of understanding, bonding, So good fences make good neighbors. Totally agreed. What does it mean? It means we should respect other people's space, other people's privacy. What do you think makes a good neighbor? Exercise 3. What do you think makes a good neighbor? What do you think makes a good neighbor? मतलब क्या हुआ? What makes a good neighbor? Question यहाँ क्या है? Main question क्या है? What makes a good neighbor in your opinion? What do you think makes a good neighbor? यहाँ do you think को drop कर दीजिए. What makes a good neighbor? This is the real question. Do you think means in your opinion. What makes a good neighbor? Come on, read the ideas and discuss in groups. Add your own ideas. Read. A good neighbor is someone who always says hello. Do you agree? A good neighbor is someone who always says hello.
Yeah.
Well, I don't think it is necessary to say hello every time we see each other. A smile might be enough. Acknowledging each other is enough. You don't have dismissing view, expression on your face. That is enough. I mean, I don't always say hello to all my neighbors. I just look at them and I acknowledge them. That's all. I don't have a very hostile expression on my face. That's enough. Some people, when they look at you, they will make you feel like they don't like you. They will have that kind of expression. Intentionally, they will look at you as if they don't like you. Some teachers also do that with certain students. They will look at other students with a friendly expression. And when they look at you, suddenly their expression will change. Their face will distort, as if you have not returned their 10,000 or 20,000 rupees you borrowed, dollars. Okay, so do you think it is necessary to say hello every time you see your neighbor? I personally don't think it is necessary. Hello every time. You have to be very free to do that. Yeah. Again, I would not go to those conditions 1 time a day, 2 times a day. I would just simply say it is not necessary to always say hello. A good neighbor is not necessarily someone who says hello every time they see each other. A good neighbor is someone who has a friendly expression on their face when they see you. That's enough. A smile is more than enough. All right. Fine. You can have your own opinion. I have my opinion. I don't disagree. I agree with you. I'm not very comfortable saying hello to everybody I see. I'm not very extroverted. Okay. So for me, you should know that I'm happy to see you. That's it. I don't have to start a conversation. I don't have to say hello. I don't want to have this pressure to say hello every time I see them. Okay. A good neighbor is someone who doesn't make much noise. A good neighbor is someone who doesn't make much noise. What do you think? A good neighbor is someone who doesn't make much noise. I think it is. Why not? Okay. Listen, this is bad. We are not saying that we are not talking about other qualities. We are talking about this one quality. A good neighbor is someone who doesn't make much noise. It means someone who makes a lot of noise is not a, this is what we are saying, not the other way around. What you're saying is totally different. We are saying a good neighbor is someone who doesn't make much noise. It means someone who makes a lot of noise is not a good neighbor. And do you agree or not? Someone who makes a lot of noise is not a good neighbor. I was not a good neighbor when I was a teenager because I played very loud music all the time.
Yeah, sir. When I play with my brothers, carom or anything, I disturb them.
Yeah, right. Some people play loud music. They don't care about their neighbors, how they're feeling, whether they are all right. They don't really think about them. They're not very sensitive about their neighbors. They just enjoy in listening to their own music. Again, if your taste is classy, maybe people can kind of ignore that. But if you have a cheap taste, not very good taste in music, and you play lousy songs, that too, on the top of the, loudness level, then I don't think it is very nice. I think I got away with it because I always played classic songs, songs which were very popular and everybody loved them. I never played cheap songs, cheap songs. I rarely played cheap songs. Rarely. Like, will you consider it cheap song? Upar niche gori ka makan, upar niche phoolon ki dukaan, upar gori ka makan. Govinda song. So I used to play these because some of them were there, Other than that, I never played any Bhojpuri songs, vulgar songs in my neighborhood because, of course, I had parents at home, guys. Come on. So how could I? And anyway, I was not even interested in playing those songs, listening to those songs. Huh? I didn't understand. पूरी बात करें ना. But you don't want to, shouldn't be speaking Hindi. You have to express it in English. Again, I don't want to comment on other people. Personally, Bhojpuri songs are absolutely unacceptable in public because they are such low quality. The words, I mean, somebody likes them, listens to them in their own private time, in their bedroom, living room. I'm nobody to judge. Okay. But you play it in public loudly, I'm going to raise my voice against that, whether it is on the auto or anywhere. If they're vulgar songs, I won't let them because it violates other people, those who don't want to hear those words, those ideas. in public. So you can do this all you want in your a private space at home, no problems. But don't make others hear that. That's my point. I said I never played Bhojpuri songs. No, 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 because those days when I played music, we couldn't fast forward or skip a song so easily. We had cassettes with those tapes, so it was not easy to just press one button and skip a song like today. Suppose you have an album today of 12 songs, and song number 4 is something you are not very fond of, then all you need to do is press a button and then you skip that song and go to the next song, right? Back then, when I used to play music, we had tape cassettes and I could not skip songs so easily. So we had to listen to almost all the songs. But I referred to that song, talked about that song, Niche Fulo ki Dukan, Upar Gori ka Makan, because it is not a very classy song. I said my taste was very classy. But sometimes I played songs like this too, because they were part of the album. Okay. They were popular, not very classy. So I didn't hear any complaints. Nobody ever came to my house to shout, "What kind of songs you're playing? Why are you playing such loud music?" Nobody ever did that. Nobody ever came and complained, even though I played very loud music. My father used to shout at me so much, "Why do you have to play it so loud?" But I was a typical teenager, who wouldn't listen. I would lock my room and play loud. Okay. Fine. I don't think what I'm telling you will influence in a very good way. Don't do these things. Okay. All right. Times have changed. Okay. A good neighbor is someone who doesn't make much noise. We all have to agree. We need to be sensitive to our neighbors. If they have children who are preparing for exams, or they have old people, elderly people who are not very well, then we need to be sensitive to them. And we can't make a lot of noise. A good neighbor is someone who tells me all their problems. Oh, why? No, I don't need that. I don't want to hear all your problems. You're just a neighbor, not a friend, right? If you were a friend, I would be glad to hear all your problems, but you're just a neighbor. So don't tell me all your problems. No, a good neighbor is not someone who tells you all their problems. Those who understand which problems to share with you and which problems not to share with you. That's important. A good neighbor is someone who I never see. I wouldn't mind. Yeah, that's fine. I never see. I mean, at this age where I am, I wouldn't mind if I'm that neighbor who people never see, or I have some neighbors I never see. I wouldn't mind. But I know this is not how a good neighbor should be. Like a ghost, you never know. You have no idea of who that person is, who lives in that particular house. That's not how a good neighbor should be. But again, you can have your own opinion on this. A good neighbor is someone who invites me to parties. I personally don't go to my neighbors' parties. My mom does. My mom goes. The children go. I don't go. I sometimes go when it is a wedding party. I go. Otherwise, birthday parties, anniversary parties. If it is a very big party, lots of people are invited, then I go. And if it is a small party with a few people, the neighbors, I don't. I send the female, members of the family and the kids. I don't go. I don't feel very comfortable with that. So again, it is not necessary. I know a good neighbor is someone who I know I can ask for help when I need it. Absolutely. A good neighbor is someone who I know I can ask for help. I can ask for help when I need it. Yeah. A good neighbor should be a reliable neighbor. You are going away for a couple of days, you can ask your neighbor to watch over your house, right? You're leaving your house for a couple of days and you have a pet, you could depend on your neighbors that they will feed your pet. Okay, yeah, absolutely. So I think a good neighbor is someone who I know I can rely on. I can ask for help whenever I need, I guess. I have such neighbors. Suppose sometimes we don't have cash at home, like 2,000, 1,000 rupees, and suddenly we need 1,000 rupees. We go to the neighboring house and we say, I need 1,000 rupees, and they'll give us. And then when we go out, we get the cash, we return. They do the same. They also come to us anytime. So a good neighbor is someone who you can ask for help when you need it. A good neighbor is someone who is polite and friendly, but minds his or her own business. Absolutely. A good neighbor is always polite and friendly, but does not interfere unnecessarily. Minds his own business, minds her own business. I'm definitely that neighbor. Whenever I talk very politely, but I never interfere. If they want to tell me something, fair enough. I never go and poke my nose. Women have that tendency. They are more curious about what's happening in the neighborhood. We men have our own problems. We don't have time and interest to know what's going on. If they come to us, we listen and we will do what we can do. But from our side, we don't really take interest like what's happening unless it is a serious matter. Huh? You are so misogynistic, huh? At such a young age. Someone who hates women. Not really. Okay. A good neighbor is someone who often comes round for a chat. No. What's the need? No, I don't think it is necessary. Once in a while is better than often. Sometimes is better than often. Like if you're watching a cricket match and they come and join you and want to watch together, why not? Because it's more fun watching a cricket match with company rather than watching it alone. It's always better. But often comes around for a chat? No. It's better that they come out of their house and wait there. Somebody else comes out and they talk in the street, and then somebody invites the other person over. It's better. But somebody walks into your house, comes around for a chat. No, I think it is interference. So I'm opening the breakout rooms. This is what I said. But I want you guys to have your own discussion over these topics. Go through each line every time this way. A good neighbor is someone who always says hello. And then your opinion on this. A good neighbor is someone who doesn't make much noise. And then your opinion on this. Got it? 2, 3 people together, talk. I'm creating the breakout rooms for you guys. I would keep 3 people together. Okay? I'm opening the rooms. Everybody join and talk. Take a screenshot if you don't have the books. Again, yes, Satya, you talk to them. Shubhankar, you join them. Shubhankar, you join them. 3 people in one group. Priya, Khushi, please join the breakout rooms. People are waiting for you guys. Sona will be alone. Well, join them. Yeah. 3. Take your chair. Sona, join them. First, join Rishabh Bhaiya's group in a group. Inaya, join Aryan Bhaiya's group. Don't hesitate to express your opinion. Talk freely. Okay, relax. Talk. Inaya, go and sit next to Aryan Bhaiya that way. Huh. First, why don't you pass your chair? Okay. He will join them. Yep, yep. Sparsh. Sparsh, there. Sparsh there. That group. Yes. Yeah. Don't be quiet. Keep talking. Okay. It's an informal conversation. Whatever your opinion is, just express. Right, wrong. Nah, this is not how conversations happen. तीन दोस्त को बैठ के बात करते हुए देखा है कि ये कहते हैं कि अब मेरी बारी हो गई, अब तुम दोनों बात करो। ऐसा करा है कभी किसी ने? तो फिर ये कैसे हो गया अभी? ये कैसे हुआ? रियल लाइफ में कभी ऐसा हुआ है कि तीन दोस्त बैठे हो और एक ने कहा अब मेरी बारी हो गई, अब तुम दोनों बात करो? रियल लाइफ कॉन्वर्सेशन, make it natural. Contribute with your comments.
Hello.
Okay, people. Uh, let's stop. Let's stop. First thing, whenever I put 3 or 4 people in a group to talk, it should always be like a conversation you have at home, in your class, in your lunchtime. 3 friends talk about something. One thing comes to one person's mind, he or she says that. Something comes to the other person's mind, they say, don't set rules. Do you set rules before you start a conversation in real life? So never set rules when you're talking to each other in a group. That I know people did that in the online class as well, in the online room as well. Oh, first you to talk, then we will talk, like that. Don't set rules. Always be ready to chip in, contribute. Chip in means contribute with your comments. Always be ready. So look at these. You are going to listen to 2 neighbors. You are going to listen to 2 neighbors. Who are those 2 neighbors? Mrs. Crummell and Alfie. Right, Mrs. Crumble and Alfie. Alfie, not selfie. I know. You're going to listen to 2 neighbors, Mrs. Crumble and Alfie. They're talking about each other. Read the questions first. Question number 1. Where is Alfie's flat? 2. Do Alfie and Mrs. Crumble speak to each other? 3. What does Alfie wear? What doesn't he wear? Has he got a job? What time does he go to bed and get up? How many people are staying in Alfie's flat? Has he got a girlfriend? Where does she live? Why does he make so much noise? What's he doing right now? What does Alfie think of Mrs. Crumble? There are total 9 questions here. You are going to listen to Mrs. Crumble first, talking about Alfie, and you will answer these questions. Okay? That will be your homework. I'll share the audio with you. You will listen to the audio, will listen to Mrs. Crumble, and whatever she says, on the basis of that, you will answer these questions. Done? That will be your homework. Right now, I'm going to play a nice song for you guys, but I have a question. At the end of the song, I will ask you, who is singing for whom? Who is singing for whom? Are we ready? Turn off the lights.
tell you what you really mean to me. When we laughed and cried together, always read a song of me. So in every single teardrop and in every little smile lies the truth of what we're feeling when we're walking side by side. In my heart there is a place for you. It's a meaning of our love so true. You gave me a life, you gave me love. You showed me heaven up above. You gave me wings and let me fly so high. You gave me help, you gave me hope. You told me yes, you told me no. We're even more than only you and I. When we were such little children in a small and tiny world, you were everything we needed. Those little boys and girls. You were kings and queens, so lovely, and you gave that helping hand. When you read a book at bedtime, I never made it till the end. There will never be another you. It's the meaning of our love so true. You gave me a life, you gave me love. You showed me heaven up above. You gave me wings and let me fly so high. You gave me help, you gave me hope. You told me yes, you told me no. We're even more than only you and I. You gave me life, you gave me love. You showed me heaven up above. You gave me wings and let me fly so high. You gave me help, you gave me hope. You told me yes, you told me no. We're even more than only you and I. You gave me life, you gave me love. You showed me heaven up above. You gave me wings and let me fly so high. You gave me help, you gave me hope. You told me yes, you told me no. We're even more than only you and I. You and
So who is singing for who?
A mother singing
They all are
to
singing
our
for their
children.
parents or mothers.
They were singing for their parents.
भूख लगा हमको हमको भूख लगा हाँ भूखा भूखा है
মালটা কোনো মেসেজ করলো না।
Bye, all of my friends.
Bye.
Can I end the meeting? Good night. Yes.